Welcome to this NaxToView tutorial. In the following video, you will learn how to use the Free Body tool, a key feature for creating cuts in the structure of a model and analyzing the forces acting on each section. It is important to note that this tool is only applicable to models that include G-P forces. To open the tool, simply click on the corresponding icon and a new window will automatically appear. Parts Overview. The Free Body tool is divided into three main sections: section configuration, selection of load cases and increments, results visualization, configure section. We will begin by configuring the sections. To create a new one, click on the icon in the upper right corner. As shown, you can add multiple sections. To remove a specific section, click on the icon located on the left. In this case, we will delete all but one of the created sections. In the first column, you can rename the section by double-clicking the box. In this example, we'll call it Section A. For the other fields, you must load the elements, nodes, coordinate system, origin, and parts needed to define the section. Each of these elements will be explained in more detail below. Create section. To mark elements, select the elements in the model, and once selected, click on the plus icon. You will see that the elements for that section are automatically loaded. If you click on the eye icon, the one without the diagonal line, you can visualize the elements you have assigned to that section, which will make node selection easier. To mark nodes, follow the same procedure. Indicate that you will select nodes, select them, and press the plus button to load them. This way, you will have the section defined with N elements and M nodes. Regarding the coordinate system, there are three options. If you do not select any, the global system is used by default. The next option allows you to select an existing coordinate system from the model. The last option is to create your own. Click the plus icon to load the selected coordinate system into the section. The next step in configuring the section is defining the origin. There are also three options. By default, the centroid is selected, which corresponds to the center of the nodes in the section. The next option allows you to manually input the X, Y, and Z coordinates. The third option allows you to select a node and, by clicking the plus button, automatically load that node's coordinates X, Y, Z, Z. With this, the origin for the free body calculation will be that point. The last column in the section configuration is the part. In this model, there is only one part, but if there were more, it is important that both the elements and nodes of the section belong to the same part. To finish this section, note that the icon in the upper right corner is used to export the user-created sections to a log file. Simply click the icon and select the location where you want to save the sections so you can share them with colleagues, etc. Load cases and increments. The next section is dedicated to selecting load cases and increments. In this example, we select load cases 1 and 2 and a single increment, since this model only has one. Create free bodies. Once the load cases and increments have been assigned to the sections, the next step is to click on the free body icon to automatically obtain the results. As mentioned earlier, in this case there are two results. Section A, load case 1, increment 1. Section A, load case 2, increment 1. The results table shows the following: section name, load case, increment, and XYZ forces. If you make changes to the settings at the top, you must click the free body icon again to update the results. These are the default visible columns, but if you want to display more information, in the upper right corner, under Filter Columns, you can enable additional fields in the table, such as F total, total forces, or M total, total moments, as well as the coordinates of the point, node core, X, Y, Z, and the directions represented by 9 scalar values. Next to the Filter Columns option, there is an icon that allows you to export all the information shown in the table to Excel. You can also hide columns and rows. Additionally, you can select columns and rows, and by pressing Ctrl+C, copy the header and selected values to paste them into Excel or into a .txt file. For example, when pasting into an Excel sheet, you will see the results displayed there. Visualize free body results. To visualize the free body results, click on the eye icon. To view them more clearly, you can move and hide the model. The results are shown on the sections. You can display one, two, or all sections, depending on your preference. We will leave only section 1 visible and zoom in. As you can see, the force is displayed in X, red, Z, blue, and Y, green. Gear icon. To the left of the free body icon, there is a gear icon that allows you to configure the free body options. This menu lets you set several parameters for the free bodies, including forces, colors, etc. Next, we hide the forces and show the moments, which are represented by 2 arrows. You can select which components you want to display. By default, forces are shown, but this can be changed. You can also change the color of the displayed vector. The next field is the scale. To adjust it, use the option at the bottom labeled Scale Options. Uniform size means that all vectors appear the same size, even if the numerical values in the table differ significantly. This means they all have the same size corresponding to the value you set in the displayed section. If you hover over the option, a description appears indicating that the value is a percentage of the model's smallest dimension. If the uniform size option is not selected, the vectors will be scaled proportionally. Thus, the largest vector will use the scale you configured relative to the model's minimum dimension, and the remaining vectors will adjust proportionally. And that's everything about the free body tool. We hope you found it helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.